After I lose the weight, I'll focus on muscle gain. After I hit my scale weight goal, I'll actually work on eating healthier and feeling better. I'm just gonna lock in and cut my calories super low and be really aggressive. And then when I finally hit that scale weight goal, then I'll focus on like sustainability and actually maintaining it. Or, hear me out, we focus on all our goals at once and we create a well-rounded routine where you can actually make progress with muscle gain and fat loss while feeling good and healthy in the process. I promise, when your only thought in the top of your head is worrying about making progress happen as fast as it possibly can, you are straight up working against yourself, because you are always going to revert to processes that make that progress happen so quickly that you aren't able to maintain it, or that you never actually reach the end goal in the first place because it's a miserable tactic that you cannot stay consistent on. Oh, I'm gonna do a juice fast for 2 weeks and then get really skinny, and then I'm gonna figure out how to maintain that afterwards. I'm gonna only eat 2 meals a day, I'm gonna intermittent fast, and it's only gonna be salads and fruit. Girl, what? Like, this sounds so dumb. Think about it. When your routine feels good day to day, when you're fueling your body with foods that keep you full and satisfied, whole foods that are high fiber, that are high protein, when you're aligning this with your exercise to put your body at the caloric value that you need, depending on your goal, obviously, if that's fat loss, muscle gain, body recomposition, and then you're finding ways to balance in things that you love, like maybe you account some calories for a slice of cake every now and then with your friends at their birthday party, and maybe you pre-log in the skinny margs and you take a maintenance day on the weekend if you need it and increase your calories slightly so that you can transition back into a calorie deficit on Monday. That is locked in and that is going to show you weekly progress, but the trade-off is you're seeing weekly progress without being miserable, which then equals like, oh, I can see progress physically, I can be confident in my body while feeling good day to day, while putting my body in a state where it can lose fat and gain muscle at the same time, while being able to have a social life and go out with my friends. What happens when you take this approach is that you can be consistent for a lot freaking longer, which then means, because you're consistent 7 times longer than you were going to be if you juice fasted, you're creating actual permanent change and you're building habits out of repetition, which means that you're not gaining and losing progress all the time back and forth, losing 5 pounds, gaining it back, because you're taking all these approaches that literally are never going to make a big enough dent in your progress to where you can actually sustain it. Not to mention taking tactics that make you feel good and don't feel miserable in the process and make you wake up wanting to complete those things, which obviously it's just fun to actually enjoy your routine. That's when it's a lifestyle. Stop being so addicted to the idea of like the faster the results can come, the better. Because as soon as you let go of the freaking chokehold that has on you, then we can get some oxygen flowing to the brain where we can actually think clearly enough to sit down and be like, okay, I can eat high protein to where I can put my body in the perfect state to gain muscle and lose fat at the same time. I can add on cardio, I can count my steps, I can do all the things I need to do to feel good, to be healthy, and to reach my physical goals just as efficiently, but make it a lifestyle too.